Hello, my name is Anna and I'm calling from Portugal. I am recording this video for the Terra Education project and I'm going to talk about curriculum development. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen to talk to you a little bit more about this topic. Okay, so first things first, what is curriculum development? I found a very simple definition, which is that curriculum development is defined as planned, purposeful, progressive, and systematic process in order to create positive improvements in the educational system in all kinds of areas. So it can be applied to all kinds of subjects, universities, schools, primary schools, secondary schools, etc. Now, curriculum development has 7 stages, okay? The first one is to identify the problem. The second one is to create a team to create this curriculum development. Third one, to conduct an analysis of needs, okay? Fourth one, to indicate the outcomes. Fifth one, select content. Sixth one, design methods to do some experiments. 7, produce curriculum product. And 8, test and revise curriculum. So these are the seven stages of curriculum development, which, as I said previously, can be applied to all kinds of areas. Okay. Now, there are 3 models of curriculum design. Okay, we talked about stages of the curriculum development process, and now we are going to talk about 3 models of curriculum design. So the first one is the subject-centered curriculum design, which, as the name itself says, revolves around a particular subject. Okay, maths, history, translation, mentoring, coaching, doesn't matter. Learner-centered curriculum design is the second one, revolves around the students' needs, interests, and goals. And the third one, problem-centered curriculum design, teaches students how to look at a problem and formulate a solution. Now, this is quite interesting because, as we see nowadays, in universities, for example, this curriculum development is always around subject-centered curriculum design. So universities usually, and not all of them, of course, in general, do not think about the needs of the students, the interests of the students, the goals of the students, and most of them do not teach the students how to look at a problem. They just talk about the subjects and the theory and the subjects, and that's it. Okay. So now there are 2 ways of helping this curriculum development. First one, CPD, continuing professional development. Okay, very important. So what is CPD? First things first. Continuous, exactly the same. Professional development is the maintenance and enhancement of the knowledge, expertise, and competence of professionals throughout their careers, according to a plan formulated with regard to the needs of the professional, the employer, the profession, and the society. So the CPD, as it's called, is mainly enhancement, maintenance of knowledge, expertise, and competence, which is quite essential in nowadays globalized world. Okay, we cannot forget our CPD, otherwise we will be losing time, we will be losing opportunities, and we will be losing opportunities to create a very prolific career. Okay. Now, 3 main topics about CPD, as we have seen: continuing, professional, and development. Now, continuing, why? Because it's continuous development, because it seeks to improve knowledge, skills, and performance, Regular investment of time in learning as an essential part of professional life and not as an optional extra. This is very, very important. CPD is not an optional extra, is not just another line in your curricula. Okay, CPD is important because it shows to companies, big agencies, everything you work, that you are interested in learning more, that you are interested in a continuous development, that you are interested in seeking to improve your knowledge, skills, and performance. It's quite important nowadays because we need to catch the train when the train is stopped, not when the train is moving. Otherwise, we may miss it. So please be careful with that. Professional is the second word. Active interest in the continuous development and improvement of self and others at both organizational and individual levels. Continuous development and improvement. That's why I was saying we need to seek to be the best. Not the second one, not the third one, not the fourth one, but the first one. If we can manage it, is something else, but we need to have the strength to think, no, I want to be the best in my area. I want to be the best in this topic. So I will improve myself as a professional, myself as a person, and I will have my CPD done. Okay. Also, regarding the professional topic, the learning objectives should be clear and serve individual and ideally clients and organizational needs. Of course, we need to focus our CPD in what we do. I cannot improve my CPD in medicine because I'm not a doctor. I cannot improve my CPD in engineering because I'm not an engineer. So I improve my CPD in translation, in mentoring, CPD area, curriculum development area. Okay, so we need to think what we need and if we can have it, if we can pay for it, if we can invest the money in it, and what are going to be the results and what are we going to get from that. Now, development, realistic assessment. This is really important of what needs to be learned in order to meet the demands of the ever-changing professional business worlds. Of course, as I was saying, in my area, engineering is not necessary. Okay, I'm a translator and a university lecturer in translation. So I'm not going to make a specific CPD plan for spatial engineering or physics or chemistry or whatever. So we need to create a realistic assessment. See, what do I need? And I say, oh, my dream is to study in Harvard or in London. But is it really necessary? Do we have the money to invest in it? Do we have the time? Do we have the strength? Um, are we going to get something back from it? So think about it. Development of owned and managed by an individual, learning from all experiences, combined with reflection as a key activity. We all learn from everything we do. If we go to a webinar, if we go to a workshop, if we go to a conference online, of course, due to the times we are living in, but we all learn something from these events, okay? And in the end, we have to reflect about everything we heard. Is it okay? Is not okay? Do I agree? I don't agree. You need to think about that. Working effectively, inclusively with colleagues, clients, stakeholders, customers, teams, and individuals within and outside the organization. Very important. We need to be humble. We need to know how to share. Share is very important. Not share the singer, but share to share things, okay? To share information, to not to be greedy. Greedy is horrible. Please don't be greedy, okay? We need to help each other. Now, benefits from CPD, of course. Improve skills, of course, because if you are going to do a summer course, a PhD, a master's, a post-graduation, a BA, MBA, whatever it is, we are going to improve our skills. If we improve our skills, we all also improve our knowledge, okay? While we are improving our skills and our knowledge, we are feeding our networking, and our network of contacts, very important, and it works. If we have the skills, the knowledge, and the contacts, our performance will be really good, okay, because we have all the tools. And if we have the skills, the knowledge, the contacts, and we have an excellent performance, we will be self-confident in what we are doing, okay? And if we have the skills, the knowledge, the contacts, an excellent performance, and self-confidence, our stress levels will be reduced, okay? And if we reduce our stress levels because we have a better self-confidence, a better performance, we have the contacts, the knowledge, and the skills, we have a competitive edge. Of course, I am better than a translator, a competitor, because I have all of that. And if we have all of this plus the competitive edge, we can work more, and our earning potential is really high, higher than the one of our colleagues. So we need to think about all of this: skills, knowledge, networking, performance, self-confidence, stress levels, competitive edge, earning potential. This is the whole mecca of CPD benefits, okay? Now, in CPD, we have 4 different styles of learning, okay? Because we are not all the same, okay? So we have 4: activist, reflector, theorist, or pragmatist. An activist is when you learn by doing. Okay? Reflector, when you learn by observing and thinking about what happened. Theorist, when you understand the theory behind the actions. And 4th, pragmatist, when you need to be able to see how to put the learning into practice in the real world. I must say that most of the people I know are activists and pragmatists. Some of them are also reflectors, but none of them is a theorist. And that is the problem nowadays in schools, universities, and around the world, of course, is that everyone wants to have a theory behind something. Oh, I'm doing this translation of a car motor, engine. Um, what is the theory behind this? Nothing. There's no theory. It's just practice and search and vocabulary. So we need to start to think about doing something more practical. Okay. If we see the last report of the UN about the new features of employees, they are not anything like this. They are um, applications, artificial intelligence, technologies. They have nothing to do with theory. Quite the contrary to what university teaches. Okay, so I myself am an activist and a pragmatist. Okay, I'm not a theorist at all. A reflector, I don't know, maybe 2% out of 100. Okay. Now, I introduced this sentence here because I think it's very important for us to have some knowledge of what we do and what is the job we perform every single day in our houses as independents, as myself, or in an agency, in a company, big company, small company, it doesn't matter. And it says, if we don't know what the profession is, why it is a profession, and what our role is in its maintenance and development, then we cannot expect others to see this, nor can we expect them to value what we do as professionals unless we maintain and develop our professional status. And this CPD we have been talking about is a very good way for us to develop our professional status and to show other people that what we do is important, what we do is valuable, what we do is excellent in our area. But we need to show people, for people to respect us, okay? To reach this status, we don't only need CPD, we need a curriculum development, curriculum change, for sure, 100% change. And we might also need to know what makes us a professional. Because I am a professional. Okay, why? We need to think about these questions, these matters in our daily life. So, as professionals, we need to manage relations. Myself, working daily with clients all over the world, from China to Dubai to Europe to the United States, I know how to manage relations with my clients, and I know I need to talk slash write to different countries in different ways, okay? Because we need to create constructive relationships, not negative ones, okay? We need to know as professionals, if we are real professionals, we need to deal with conflicts. We need to engage in reflective practice. We need to have critical thinking, say, okay, this is my mistake, acceptable. We cannot say, no, no, it's impossible. I don't make mistakes. I'm the best. Okay, you can be the best, but everyone fails. We are not machines. Okay. Everyone has a bad day. Everyone has a personal problem. It doesn't matter, but we need to think critical about what we do every day. We need to adopt, this is so important because nowadays people are forgetting this part, ethical standards and professional values. We need to respect each other. We need to respect ethics. Ethics comes from the Greek for Christ, for 4,000 years ago. Ethics, oratory, politics, everything. So why can't we simply respect this, or lots of us? Advocate the profession, as I was saying previously, our status. We need to defend our professional. We need to support research and developments. We need to help our colleagues when they send us a questionnaire. Because if we don't care, if we don't do anything, the research will not be good. And so then we cannot complain, oh, there are no books about this. Of course, there's no one to help to create the research. So how is the book going to be written? With no data? It's impossible. Also very important nowadays, respect human rights and diversity, essential. Respect for all stakeholders and be part of an association. Association of professionals, of researchers, of everything. There are associations for everything. So please think about it. Also important to keep in mind regarding curriculum development and CPD, mentoring, CPD needs. Of course, we need to know what we need, as we said previously, knowing what we can offer. Okay. Return on investment, very important for all of us. Networking, social media, of course, we need to be active. I'm not saying in everything, but we need to pick something to be in every day. International CPD is essential. Conferences, workshops, webinars, etc. Please keep this in mind. Okay. And now we have a second arm. So the first arm, CPD, second arm, mentoring. Now, some definitions of mentoring, there are tons of them, as you can imagine, but I just picked four because I'm writing a PhD on mentoring. So four definitions, very simple. Okay, first one, mentoring, process where one person offers help, guidance, advice and support to facilitate the learning or development of another person. Isn't it what all teachers should do? Remember the curriculum development? See what are the needs of the students? This is what they need. Help, guidance, advice, and support. Okay, number two, mentoring, distinct relationship where one person, the mentor, supports the learning, development, and progress of another person. Okay. This is what teachers should do. They are the mentors. We are the mentees as students. We need to learn, develop, and progress. Okay. Quite easy. Third definition, relationship wherein the development of the mentee is the key focus, and the mentors are the altruistic providers of expert guidance and support who freely give their time and share their knowledge. Isn't it again what teachers do? They don't try to develop the student, and aren't the students the key focus? So why we are still discussing theories? Are the students inside those theories? No, most of the times they are not. And of course, mentors or teachers or provide expert guidance and support and share their knowledge. Exactly the same. And last one, there are lots more. Mentoring is a method of learning and development whereby the mentor uses his or her knowledge, expertise, and experience to assist the mentee in developing critical thinking skills and personal and professional growth. Isn't it what universities should be doing? with students? Yes. Are they doing it? No. We are still focused in books and theories and learn everything by heart and go to a 3-hour exam to see if we can write properly and just expose what we have learned. So I think pretty honest, this is not the way of teaching in 2021. Okay. Sorry. Mentoring is an exceptional help solution and help, of course. Why? One-to-one advice. We are talking about mentor and mentee relationship. Orientation. People feel so lost after the university because the curriculum development is non-existing and the CPD opportunities are not existing, that they go to a mentor to see if somebody can help them. Okay, help, of course. Opportunities of learning, the things they didn't learn in universities because they were not perfectly prepared for the professional world. Okay. Opportunities of growing, of course, if they have the orientation, the advice, and the learning, they will grow, of course. Getting a picture of the real working world, okay, if they have at least a small picture, they will know, okay, I'm going to face this. This will be a possible solution. If I fail, I will stand up and continue. If I manage to be successful, great. Okay. New context networking, we all know that 2021, it's globalization in full. So we all need contacts. All of us need contacts. And it's a boost in a career. Okay. It's very, very important. Now, I have here some references about everything I talked about. And I'm going just a bit back. I would like to say that mentoring, this is very important. I forgot to mention it, but mentoring is not coaching. Please be careful. Mentoring is one thing, coaching is another. And now some of you who are listening to me might be thinking, so what is the difference anyway? I don't understand. So coaching is a course you can do in a school, in a coaching school. You pay for the course, they give you tools, and you can apply those tools to everyone, to a cook, to a manager, to a doctor, to a cleaning lady, doesn't matter. Okay, you gather all those tools and you use them with anyone. Mentoring is exactly the opposite. You can only be a mentor, or you can only be mentored by a mentor from your area of influence. So if you are an engineer, your mentor has to be an engineer or professional in engineering. I, as a translator, I'm a mentor for future to be translators because I have experience in translation. So mentoring is very specific, and we can only be mentors in our area of influence. That's what sometimes people don't understand, and don't understand the difference between coaching and mentoring. Everyone can be a coach, just pay for the course, and that's awesome. And in mentoring, no, because mentoring is something that comes from inside of you. Okay, not everyone can be a mentor. If you are selfish, if you're not humble, if we don't know how to pass a positive message, we cannot be a mentor. If we are afraid of competition, we cannot be mentors. And good mentors are humble, know how to share a positive message, try to improve somebody else's knowledge without thinking about, well, am I improving my future competition? Nah, nah, nah. Yes, I am. What is the problem? If you are an established professional, are you afraid of what? Of your competition? Competition is healthy. So go ahead, be a mentor. Okay. Please do not forget your CPD is quite essential. Now, some references I was saying before this last comment. These references are incredible. Okay, I totally recommend Siobhan and Johnson, CPD for the Career Development Professional. It's an amazing book, for real. Please go ahead. And also Carol Thompson, The Magic of Mentoring, Developing Others and Yourself, also incredible. Okay, so thank you for listening to me, And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I would like to thank Terra Education Project for the invitation to record this video. And if you ever need anything, please contact me anytime. You can find me on LinkedIn. I'm Sofia Saldanha. And if you need anything, just go ahead. Do not forget about your CPD. Do not forget about your curriculum. Don't forget about your personal development, professional development, and find a mentor if you need one. Okay, don't forget that mentors are not strange people, are just people who want to help. But be careful when you choose your mentor. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'll see you some other time.